Hey, good work today, man. I think we're really making a difference. This kind of technology will change the world.
I know, right? I love working on nondescript technological advances that will further human society, as well as the plot. What? Anyway, I'm gonna finish locking up. You have a great rest of your night, okay?
Yeah, you too, man. Further the plot.
Go fish. You got any threes? Bob, threes? Oh, Uno?
Oh my god.
Come on,
Every
man.
time.
Sorry,
Sorry.
My bad.
Dose?
Whoa, sorry, pal. I'll knock next time. Jeez. Just make sure you clean all this up after you...
There you are. No one's here. It's not 98 degrees outside during summer. It smells like bikers and disappointment. I'm either in Delaware or Oregon.
Whoa, man, it's too early for swimming, and even too early for feeling a bit of
Am I out of
water
that?
consumption
Should I be hiding my
relaxing
identity?
and
Will the
never
CNN
get
send me
us
back?
swimming.
Or was it the FBI? That has to be brain damage, or was I always this
Use your
dumb?
buns off, dude. Hey, get on over here. What are you...
Guys, what are we doing? This is our last summer before high school. Why aren't we making the most of it?
I don't know. I guess summers are just less interesting than when we were little kids.
Well, there's gotta be something we can do. Have we harassed our local public library's employees yet?
We have 13 times now.
Yikes.
Hey, they haven't ordered any new FNAF books in over 6 months. They had it coming.
I guess it is kind of nice to just stand and watch the waves every once in a while.
Well then, I'm gonna go over to that fancy new restaurant. I'll look at their menu awkwardly for a solid 30 seconds, realize the cheapest thing there's more valuable than my college fund, and then walk through the door and more clearly marked employees only.
Oddly specific.
I like to try new things.
You're sick!
Then why did you call it that?
You gotta stop doing that, man. One of these days you're gonna get put on a list.
Another list, to be precise.
Hey, you didn't pay for that.
Whoa, nice cosplay.
I'll have you Thanks. Anyway, you gotta give that back.
You know what? You're right, man. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm sorry. It's just been really hard since the divorce. I lost my job and my son. Just thought maybe this would be the one thing to bring us closer to each other. I don't know what to do anymore.
Wow. Look, I didn't know.
Yeah, it's just been really hard. Really hard for me to believe that you fell for that. Ha ha ha! I don't have a son. I'm gonna use this to play Minecraft, and that time remember that to go on
I said, that's not a camel, that's my wife. Then everyone laughed and clapped. They clapped a lot, now that I recall.
Hold it. I smell cat. Smelly, overpriced gourmet food, and plot relevance. I think I found something to do today. Let's go check it out.
Let's not do that, actually. Remember the last time you smelled cat hair?
This time, it'll be different, and not just a weird homeless furry.
Are you sure about this, man?
I got this. Just watch and learn. Hey, my name is Jesse. This is Jonas. That one's Porter. What's your name?
It's Agent Jeffrey Sputnik. Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, maybe hold off on that after a few hundred showers.
Look, I know it's a long story you probably don't want to hear, but all I need is one night. A meal, a shower, maybe some cash. That's it. And I'm off your hands.
Jesse, let's go.
Wait a minute. What happened to your skin?
As I said, it's a long story. Now, I could tell you that now, but I'd prefer to shower first.
It's just another furry mooching off people with father figures.
Hold on. What happened? What's going on?
I think it'd be easier if I just showed you instead.
Wow, that amount of stretch. Your possibilities are endless. You could, give me a second. I'm trying to, come up with something that, won't get me put in the, aforementioned list.
Jesse, please don't tell me that you're actually thinking about bringing this guy on into your home. On second thought...
Alright, shoot me your questions.
Why do you use
worry.
that towel if you...
One at a time. We'll start with you. Jesse, right?
Where'd you buy that extendable fursuit? Asking for a friend, obviously.
I've got a better question. Who do you think you're fooling?
Jonas.
No, he's right. If I'm gonna live here for a bit, I should start from the beginning. Strap in. This is a long one.
What'd I miss?
Pay attention, guys. It's not every day you get to hear from a former CIA? FBI? Which one was it again?
My story begins in the year...
Sorry, he's allergic to details that automatically date the scene.
Alright, the year was 2009, and I was 8 when I...
Oh, brother.
I was 8, living in a small town controlled by this manipulative gang of sorts. It controlled every town in the country. My parents were their favorite pawns.
Well, this isn't someone special.
Can you make that one stop talking?
If we knew how, we would have done that a long time ago.
Fair enough. Just let me finish my story. Now, where was I? Right. The year was... Oh, wait, the gang thing. My parents laundered their money, but once my dad won it out, you know. So it was just me and my cat AJ. I found him and I saved him by sewing his eye back together after a car crash. I even gave him this special little eye patch. The leader liked me enough to keep paying for my education, and with the new money, I could go to this new school with my new friend, Paul DeMarcus. My life was starting to get back to normal until me and Paul had a sleepover and I accidentally spilled some information when he asked about my parents. So they took away the one thing they could, my dear AJ. It was then when I realized I needed to take action. After a few years of military-level training, I infiltrated their base and took down every man one by one, ending with the boss. Paul even helped me with the training and hacked their security systems. Turns out the FBI was also hunting these guys, but couldn't pin them without evidence. After the takedown, we exposed all the evidence they needed. Me and Paul both joined a few months later. We trained for years.
It still doesn't explain why you look
A
like...
5-year-old drew me? Yeah, I get that a lot. I think 2 times still counts as a lot for a comment so specific.
I was gonna say 4 years old, but that works too, I guess.
So anyway, that guy asleep?
Huh? No, I was listening. You watched Space Jam as a kid and became a furry once you could afford a tail. Same as all the other people down here. Oh, that's cool. Could you tell us a little more about that cat and it kind of reminds me of a comic I made as a kid?
Just let me finish. Anyways, we were having the best first semester of our lives, and our head recruiter decided we were good enough for a bigger scale duo mission. Agent Sputnik and Agent DeMarcus infiltrate base and acquire a mystical orb. I can see the headline now. Sorry for the vagueness, I'm still not too sure what the orb does. It's called the Orb of Darkness, and it resided in this mountain base. It was said to have enough power to wipe out all moralities we know, leaving the world only in despair.
Which pair?
Jesse,
Wait, why'd they only send 2 agents in to get this apparently world-shattering orb?
Helicopters are expensive. Everything's been expensive since they transferred our budget to the chief.
that sounds like embezzlement.
It is, but who's gonna stop him? The FBI? But it wasn't even that hard to take down the guards. Their armor was basically non-existent, and there were like maybe 25 of them.
Only 25 guards for an orb that could literally destroy the fabrics of morality?
I suppose it was due to budget cuts. I mean, how would guarding an orb make a profit?
Taxpayers?
Oh, please. Like, tax money is going to go to something as evil as guarding an indestructible vessel. It goes to something more evil, like my chief's pockets. Things went haywire. This random guy tried stealing the orb at the same time I did, and the orb fell into this mysterious chemical. It must have been there to stop the gas pollution radiating off the orb. They combined an awakened beast thing that attacked us three and infected us with a chemical that altered our skin and possibly brought us back to life. The records say that it combined the most prominent memories of our past to form a new being, kind of like the new being under all that goop. I managed to escape the weird facility they brought me to, but I now have no idea where to go.
Back to the FBI?
That was another point of the trip, in case we had extra time, I guess. I got sent to this mystical management containment place and managed to break out while finding out how all this works. And here I am now. No job, no money, no food, and I don't even know if Paul's alive or not. Not to mention that other weirdo. Is the orb still a thing? I wish I knew how to find that out, but for now, I guess I just need some time to get things together, and I'll be back on top. If I did this as an 8-year-old, I could do it. Is he asleep again? Jesse!
Lola? Huh? Sorry, what did I miss?
They can fill you in on the details later.
Wait. Wait, if he gets to tell a story, I think I should get to as well.
That sounds fair, I guess. Go ahead.
The year was... year... and it was my first day at You're the Ping to My Pong, the best ping pong camp for people who will never find a ping to their pong.
That is a very long tagline.
Not as long as this story.
I'll get the popcorn.
Wait, before you start, could you mind telling me if you're fine?
Back in the day, I was the coolest guy around and was excited to learn my first skill ever since reading and designing self-promotional t-shirts didn't work out. It was Prodigy, the coolest kid around, and I won every single game. I was unstoppable. Called me Jesse's first grade girlfriend because I was hitting every ball that came my way. Till one day when I was confronted by the only kid strong enough to beat me. I'll keep the name private just in case. So the guy was just as good as me and twice as cool. That's not true. I had competition, so me and Owen had to duke it out, and boy was it close.
You lost 2-21.
It was three! How many times do I have to tell you?
It was 2.
Excuse me? What was that?
It was...
Don't you dare.
Does this happen?
Every time? You betcha. One time he said 1 and Jonas socked him right then and there. Don't even get me started about the time he said 0.
Anyway, I lost, so instead of moping for 4 weeks.
It was 2.
The point is, I trained. I trained harder than any man has trained before me. And for what? For none other than the You're the Ping to My Pong tournament. You're the ping pong to the tournament, to my
Take your time.
my tournament. The tournament for people who will never find a ping pong to their tournament. My final opponent was none other than Owen himself. And in the end, I learned that some things in life are simply more important than a silly tournament.
So,
He lost.
Second place is still pretty good for a big-time tournament.
There were only 2 other
Okay.
people, and they were me and Porter, okay? Wait, hold on a moment. If he gets to tell a story, I think it's only fair that I get a spin on the tale as well.
okay, whatever. Just before, can you please tell me if you're fine with me?
It was a dark, stormy day, and we were all at recess. I was minding my own business, looking as fly as can be. I think Porter was like reading or something, and Jonas was eating toothpaste.
When was this? First, second grade?
It was Monday, actually.
That's what I'm talking about! Up top, big guy. But no, it was kindergarten. Suddenly, I was approached by a group of bullies. One of them grabbed my tricep, and boy, did that upset me. I mean, my bicep. Why not my tricep? That's just the best sep of them all.
Is this going somewhere?
I'll cut to the chase. They called me a loser. And when I told that I was the coolest kid out there, so they changed me Look, they challenged me to a game of jump rope. I was bad, but at least I had some friends to back me up. Porter used to do like math or something to train me. Jonas sabotaged our jump rope by gluing both ends together. And after that, the rest is history, really.
That's not how it happened. You missed some details. Hold on, let me get my drawing pad. I have a presentation for this.
You have a presentation for everyone.
Including one about you eating paste. Up top, little guy. Yeah? No? Okay then.
That's great, but can we at least clarify if I'm staying? Oh, they didn't cut me off this time. Cool, then.
It was a dark and stormy day, and Jesse was being viciously bullied by his classmates. They called him wicked names such as geek, loser, and nerd. Yeah, I can't say that one. Or that one. Yikes. Here's... Wait. Is that a slur? Jonas.
Let me see. Ooh! Yep, that's one of my favorites too.
You kept a log of every insult they called me.
Not me. The
I
presentation.
mean, you gotta give them props. They've got a really good vocabulary for kindergartners.
Do you guys know how to project this thing? I think I can.
Ah!
Oops. No, wait. Actually, this could work. And me and Jonas carried Jesse all the way to the hospital. The end.
He didn't reference any dates in that old... Oh.
It's such a beautiful story.
I like the part where Jesse got beat up.
Well, that was delightful, but now that that's over, have you come to your decision?
This guy's a superhero. Plus, he seems nice and patient, so I don't see why to not let him hang out here for a few days.
I mean, are we really gonna live with this guy and cover up his secret identity potentially? And for how long? We have to decide this stuff beforehand.
I'm not living with a furry. End of story.
He's not a furry.
What's Oh god.
Listen, everywhere I've gotten in life, I've gotten through doing anything I want without thinking about the consequences. It works most of the time. We can plan all this stuff later, but for now, we are kids. This is the only thing we've been looking for to spice up our summer. We're not just gonna rant to this guy with mystical powers and leave him out of the street, right? We can't. We owe it to him to at least give him a week. Stranger or not, he's a friend, and we just can't do that to a friend, alright?
You're right. But if we're gonna take on this challenge, we're gonna do it right. We're only allowed to goof around like 12 times this year.
We're really doing this, huh? These are our lives now.
Not necessarily. We're still the same old friends, just now with one more.
What's the worst one more friendly can do?
That's the same thing Porter said when we met you.
And look where they got. Hey,
I mean, it's not every day you get to help someone. It's someone with life-altering powers. That's once in a lifetime, unless you live in like LA or something.
so what do you say?
What's one more friend?
Fine, but if I catch the man watching Space Jam in this house, I swear to... I'm gonna regret this, aren't I?
You can stay, Jeff.
Yes, thank you so much. You won't regret this, I promise.
So that's our first move. Beat up criminal, go on an adventure, play with your arms, and jump like ropes?
Actually, I've just the thing. Jonas, the gun's for you. I've tried it out, and it's perfect. I swear you'll love it. Jesse, the sword's for you. It slices through things, and I think that'll be good enough for your liking. Porter, the staff's for you. I don't know what it does, but if anyone can figure it out, it'll be you. We can try these out tomorrow, but for now, I think it's time we all get some well-deserved...
Head down, hands up. Now put all the money in the bag.
What was that?
You three go to bed. I'm sure it's nothing. I think I can handle this myself. So, you coming back for round 2?
Really? How are you, Max? Didn't I stir you like spaghetti enough last time?
You pathetic scumbags are all the same. I'm giving you 3 seconds to get out of here. 3.
I'm the scumbag. Weren't you just looking to a bunch of teenagers?
Relationship is platonic. 2.
And after you were in the bedroom soaking wet?
Okay, you don't deserve the last 2 seconds.
That's what... the cat has come to play. Well then, let's see what it's got.
Excuse me?
I told you we shouldn't have let Porter do the epic announcement.
It was better than what you'd planned. Saying slurs only offends people on Twitter, not in the middle of fights. Jonas, a little help.
Can't, my gun is jammed.
I'll never get away with this.
Oh yeah? And who is going to stop me?
That would be me.
Ah, shucks.
That was incredible.
We gotta do that as often as possible, man.
Well, luckily from now on, I bet we'll be doing that kitty frequently.
I'm
Just
regretting
heard the
this
rhyme,
decision
didn't you?
already.
You had to.
Tyler, is everything alright? I haven't heard from you in a while. Just tell me if you're okay and that What the was that?
Right, John? Sorry about the last guy. Some people are so dramatic, right? I mean, there are plenty of Tylers out there. I'm sure I'll find at least 1,000 in heaven. Anyway, I know we haven't talked in a while, but I've got the perfect job for you. And if you can break into a high-security facility that easily, I think you can handle what we've got planned. My office, 35th Street. You'll know which building. 3rd floor, 2nd elevator. Or the 3rd one, if that one's broken. Tomorrow at 10, sharp. AM, because it's the best time. Good luck, Benjamin. And I'll see you then. Take care, son.